Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Come on, set. Ted Lobo. I got him. Say it.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. A beautiful spin and room to run. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 75 yards as his... Guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after here coming up. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set. 180. What time? Even. Fourth down. Even.
On first down, Thomas. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike 5. Mike 20.
Throwing is Newton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Bills.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
What's that? Right at 8. 50. 50's a mark. 50's a mark. Let's go, defense. Gun. Shoot.
They fake the give. Newton. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
20.
This is Thomas. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Go! Topper! 55, my God, 55. Watch the screen. Watch that.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. Mike 7. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Jacksonville.
Check 13. Check 13. 61. Matchbox lights.
Throwing after the interception. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
SOS. Mike Greystone travel. 5.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Set, ready, 50, plant. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Ready.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 24. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Come on, let's go. Kill. Hey, Alpha. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Shoot.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Squeeze.
They'll run with Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
232 fighter.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Fighting through pressure. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Yo, go, go!
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Push him back. Push him back.
Now.
Here's Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Now 4th down and goal.
And his kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Ready, ready. 15.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We got this. 25. Check 25. Check 25. 5.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Quick dance. Come. Hatch it. Hey, Sam off. Ready.
Out of the pistol. It's Fournette. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Got it.
7, Mike, 7. It's been a long day for you. Tight end right, tight end right. Everyone got 4. Let's go.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he completes it to Westbrook. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Rolling. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 7. It's our time. It's our time.
2nd and 6. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
You draw quarters.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Come on now. Check.
General West.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check 52. Check 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax.
3 buzz. Mike 50. I know he ain't got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, it's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, it's Thomas.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Here's Newton. And this one complete to Reed. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Switch. 20. Great.
From the gun, here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Newton now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
Begin. Go. Mike 55. Ricky.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, lock it. Switch.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Bandit.
Get it.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensitive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 4. Protein spill.
My 52. I'm going to come back to you. Watch out.
Ready?
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready? My five. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 1st down, Roland able to push his way through. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Hey, Orbit. X3. 218, chopper.
I got you. Hey, Mike 52.
Let's go. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run with Bawden. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's crashing. He's checking.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Rock it.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
No.
80 weapon.
7. Man, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Shift.
They'll try and sneak it here. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Thomas. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gun.
2nd and 8. At the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
Choose the mic right here over there, right? 50, choose the mic. I'm scared.
From the 41, Newton complete to Hilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
He's got it to Hilton. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
You're out.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Check.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Leo!
52's the mic, boy, 52.
I got you.
Get it.
Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Check it backer.
Look at me. Go.
Again, it's Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check right. Watching you find.
Oh, damn, punk.
Fight.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Rush in. Check 26.
Fair. Ready?
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range?
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he can't get two-point conversion, sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful.
Let's go!
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Newton. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with